this thing on? Oh, alright. Good morning, engineer. You've been dropped into an outer solar system believed to have a significant Factorum presence. Your mission is to gather as much info on the Factorum as possible, including examples of their rumored advanced technology, get it back to Union Space. You were chosen for this mission because you are highly experienced. We know you are the right man for the job. Good luck down there. Try to be quick about it, will ya? Alright, send a letter to him. Hello, Internet, and welcome to a new Space Engineers series exploring the contact update that, well, just came out as I'm starting this. So this is going to be a more or less vanilla survival series, seeing all the new stuff, exploring the, NPCs, all the new buildings and whatnot. I have purposefully not looked at any of them, so hopefully they'll all be a surprise. Hopefully... I almost didn't survive that landing. Scraped up landing gear. That's interesting. So, as my intro sort of blurb explained, my goal here is to essentially gather up all of the Factorum new blocks and escape the system, I guess, with them. Now, I'm on just normal Earth. I figured I'd start it pretty basic and vanilla. This is not a bad place to be. There were some ore markings up the hill that I saw. It's not very flat. I should note, so I left progression on. Pretty much everything is a stock setup, except I turned off block limits because I'm, a person with an adequate PC. And I do have a few mods, most notably Build Vision, just because I'm not on a server, why should I limit myself? But everything else will be vanilla, no NPC encounters have been modded in or anything like that. Let's go ahead and get this thing... I'm trying to remember, it's been a minute since I've done one of these from the basic start. Need to get this thing so that it is flight worthy. Because then I can either move down to that ice lake or... actually, before I even bother with that, let's check what these spots are. Okay, we've got some iron. That's all I'm picking up here. Okay, up the hill. Okay, we have nickel, more iron. This is nickel iron, and there should be a third thing. But it may be deeper. Oh, I forgot to grab that bottle, too. That was a mistake. Grab those bottles. Or just that bottle. I don't need both. I can actually... I don't think it matters, but if I open my helmet, that may mean I use less power. Because I think it uses power to refill the suit, even though I can breathe the air around it. Well, I think I'm going to go at least to the edge of that ice lake. Use that as my sort of base of operations. Oh. That's interesting. The Prototech blocks are not blocked by progression. But what do I need to build any of this? Let's see. A basic assembler is a lot. I think, right, a landing gear will get me cockpits, and then I can build a cockpit, and that'll get me a gyro. How can I... There we go. Now, does a remote... I think a remote gets me a gyro. Yes. That's good. It'll also unlock thrusters. I should probably pretty much break down everything on board real quick. Oh. Oh. I see the issue. I couldn't access anything from that chair. It's because I disconnected that chair from the grid by cutting out all the middle bits. Whoopsie. Let's get that. Now I do, thinking of the gun, I do know that there are like planet-side spawns now, which is one of the big changes that is most exciting to me. I don't know, I don't think they're cargo ships. I think they're all like ground installations. My guess is I'll notice them before I come up to them, and probably by then I'll have better weapons. I'm pretty sure that the most efficient flight system is still seat and remote control. I don't think I can build a pretty much anything else for better. Okay. Oh, right. Yes, I can now access everything, which is good. Let's go ahead and get some of this stuff set up. Basically, I just need those and landing gear. That should do me. I think I'm gonna go for flat area near this lake. Which actually, I don't know where on the planet I am. It's probably part of this is LODs making it look nicer, but it's a pretty flat little area I'm in. I must be very near the desert part. Okay. I'm also kind of scanning for ore markings, because that could be a valuable... I'm overshooting. I'm now in the lake. Maybe I just go back to... Ooh. Back to over here. Over here seemed nice. This seems like a pretty reasonable slope to drive down. And then there should be... in fact, yeah, on the far side of the lake is some ore, so... do some wacky maneuvering here. I apologize for anyone who gets motion sick. I just realized I'm probably being a little more rambunctious than I should. Okay. That's us relocated to relatively flat spot. This seems like a nice place to set up. Right. I guess we get digging. I suppose. Should read this. Yeah. Trade station. We can drop it in the seat. Those are those. Where's this trade station? Yep. Pretty much other side of the planet. Sort of expected that, but I suppose it's good to know eventually. I may at some point want to do some economy type stuff here. It will be interesting too to see sort of how, with these new encounters and all that, see if it adds anything to some of those existing systems like the economy. Because in... Oh. Hey, look. A new thing that I really felt. So, I believe that's... I guess... So, I did read the changelog to see what was added. There are some very exciting things with pistons. Also, my LODs all went weird. That was odd. That is that's sort of how the new stuff shows up. Now, I don't know. I'm guessing that that is an end game, I think, if I remember. That's like a big old, there's a whole bunch of, you know, I guess the Factorum guys over there. And it's a big old thing. So I guess that'll be more or less our end goal, or part of it. There should be more basic stuff dotted around. Oh. And that's somewhat inconvenient. Apparently I chose the part of the planet that night is. I didn't choose it. I appeared here, but... Oh. Okay, speaking of things on the ground, there is... I don't know, until... I guess that's a new group. But that's another thing. So apparently stuff does... Well, it's not just like random decrepit stuff. There are broadcasts of where things are. Hopefully there are some things that are just like, you know, here's an abandoned ship. Maybe with like how they do in space where it's sort of a flashing Mayday type thing. Just because my screen's already starting to get a little cluttered. Alright. Now that it's thoroughly dark and inconvenient for making videos, let's see what we can produce. Go ahead and scrap some of the steel off of this because I can use it for laying out the basic structure I need. Get our basic refinery and assembler in. I'm not going to have these two connected up initially, partially so I can access them both without having to build a cargo container. And I kind of want this here because my plan is to run a sort of tube of pipes up and have a piston that'll push down and expand and continue this sort of mining hole as soon as possible. In fact, I'll have this here so I remember where to put it, but I think I'm going to just build the refinery and then focus on that drill. Oh, except I think I need this because I need a large basic refinery to make large tubes. And I can build this first at least, and it'll be a little bit more efficient. So we'll scrap as much of this as we can without removing its ability to fly. Then I think I will try and take it over and connect it via rotor so that I can use the battery on here for my initial stuff over there. Now that may all become moot as soon as I find something I need to build a battery to unlock. Alright, this is basic refiner almost done. That unlocks, I think that actually unlocks the drill. Yep. So what do I need 12 large steel tubes. I only need 4 if I do a small drill. How many tubes do I have available? 1. I think... I could do it if I take away 3 of the 4 thrusters on here. Now, I don't think I can... I can't fly. I may be able to fly with just the 1. It's better to have more. But, actually, if I move this first, then I don't need the thrusters at all. I can take them off to make a drill. I should... What do I need in order for other stuff? There are conveyor should be good. Do I not have hinges yet? No, I need a battery to get a hinge. And to build a battery, I need... Okay. Well, progression has made all my scheming moot. Because I can't actually build the things I need to build. So... Alright, never mind. We are going to... Well, we'll focus on that. Let's move stuff over. I will at least fly this closer. Because I also can't build a rotor to lock this down to anything. Out of curiosity. No, I can't... If I grind this down, I can't repair it at all without the assembler, so I don't want to grind this down partially and try and repair it to circumvent that issue. I do have a thought. There is some stuff that has sort of multiple paths. Yeah, if I build a wind turbine, I can also build then hinges and rotors. Okay, let's move this over there. I think I'll focus on a wind turbine. And then hopefully... Oh, there's a wee bit dark. Whoops, and apparently that ore detector was no longer attached. Yeah, let's move this over here to its more convenient spot. There we go. Go and reclaim. This isn't doing me much good. Might as well just get the parts out. So a wind turbine also means this stuff will start running without the need for this connected. I can make some use of this. Oh, except I can't build it there. That's a pain. Okay. Those need interior plate. How many? Yeah, I have 8 interior plate on me, so I can place these guys. These have a couple useful things, so I'm placing 2 of them. So then eventually I can cut this out and put a battery there, which will be good because then eventually I can remove that once I have a better thing. Then the battery becomes free naturally and I can move that battery to wherever is more convenient long term. And because these things have connection points on their sides, I will be able to, when I want to put that battery in, remove this fella by building a little link down here to hold this upper bit on. So 2 of those, 1 of those. They're also round and look nice. Because of course I could use a normal block for all of those same benefits. Now let's see how much of this I can build. Let me go ahead and, while it's going, get some more stone. Well, that's nice. I think that's the moon. Maybe that's Triton. It's nice to have something in the sky. Oh, in fact, I've got all the things in the sky. Which makes me think that isn't, wherever it went. There it is. Which makes me think that isn't the moon, because I think the moon might be on the other side of the planet from this orientation. Okay, that is a wind turbine up. That unlocks me hinges and things. I can continue checking the viability of my harebrained scheme. Ah, that's what I was afraid of. Hinges also need large steel tubes. As do rotors. So at that point, I probably am better off just building this. Does this, so I need 330. I'm getting 275. Okay. I do not yet have enough power to run that refinery. So yeah, I would probably need, at the very least, I'll need to hook this up before I can do anything over here because I need its battery. I do need to be careful cutting stuff off at this point. Some of this stuff may be connected only via this armor. Though, I don't know, because I think this has connection points all around. That's also got the conveyors. So it's really just my sort of, front control-y bits. And even them I can trim back a little. Okay, is this enough? Yes. Perfect. Now the question is, do I have enough power? It takes 280, 275. Okay, I think if I extend this up a bit more, I may be able to eke just a little bit of power out of it. Because I was only getting good clearance before. And I think excellent is the top. Okay, it's moving pretty good. 280, 335. In fact, I can now use the basic refinery. I just can't use them both. Okay, wicked. So, let's go ahead. Get what little bit I can. So, lop off that part. Go under here. I should be able to stick a small rotor part there. Oh, almost enough. I don't know where I used a motor and computer. Oh, nowhere. I just couldn't get them for some reason. Now the trick here is going to be getting this lined up in the dark. I think, yeah. That gives a little more light. That'll help. Okay. Up we go. Yeah, because I have to get this in position with only thrust in some directions, and then I'll have to get out and lock it in. Though I may... Oh, come on. Okay. I think that's in position. So if I just go in here, turn off auto lock and unlock. Hopefully this doesn't explode. It doesn't, but it also doesn't attach. Dang. I do think it needs to be higher. Okay. Very slowly. I'm gonna try something. Dang it. Here. If I get rid of this, this will give us a little more clearance. And then... just gonna push. Little pushes. Nope. Okay. That was maybe a bad idea. This would be much easier if I'd almost done it in reverse. Just built a rotor part on the ground and then tried to connect to it. Part of the issue seems to be, I guess it's because of how the rotors are set up. I can't just like land sitting on it because then it is, well, it's too low. Oh, that was too much of a push. I hope they didn't, like, change this so you can't do this anymore. That would suck. You know what? This is starting to annoy me. I have a new idea. So I can add a small head. How bad is it to build a merge block? They're more expensive than I'd like. And that just needs a motor and a construction component. That'll give me the construction component. And actually, I don't need this built. That was, yeah, why didn't I even bother with that? Because this one, it'll still pass power. I don't need it to convey or anything. Okay. Now I think we have a chance. Because these will magnetize into each other. So long as they don't over-magnetize and cause me to blow up my survival kit. We should be good. Oh boy. Okay. Trying to do that looking back at the ship was a bad decision. Okay. Hey! There we go. Thrusters off. And I can actually grind those down. We now have that hooked up. And actually, well, if I had any steel plate, I could build a little walkway out to the survival kit. That's good. Let's see if we can't, real quick, toss a drill together. Oh. That was interesting thunder. Also, I noticed something. This may be a... Oh. That's nice that you can do that. That may be a build vision only thing. Let's see. Hinge. No. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So, previously with hinges, this must be something that one of the changes they did. Previously with hinges, you could add a large grid hinge head or a small grid hinge head, but it was this medium head, which is the 3x1 fella, or 3x3. But now you can go straight to one of the 1x1 tiny ones, which means you can build really awesome sort of compact custom turrets. You used to have to like build one manually, attach it, and it was a pain in the butt. That's awesome. And actually, that works better because then I don't need an adapter to get down to the small grid. I can literally I can do that. And that little guy's cheaper. Truthfully, I mean, this drill as it is now is next to useless, so I probably don't want to... It's cool I can do it, but... That's not what I wanted. I am curious. I just want to see the piston options. Ah, no. I was wondering... I think... no, because the attached piston head seems to have been removed. But... in fact... Oh no, it was a key command that lets you set the distance of the piston and move to it. So that's a different new addition with pistons. I was hoping it would let you add a small piston head, because then this could be an adapter in its own. But no, I think my best bet is going to be doing my piston, I mean, I could do a piston up and then piston down. So if we do a hinge up, then a piston. Piston is a slightly cheaper way, I think, to get that distance. Maybe. Then we can wrap around. Eventually, I'll want probably multiple pistons here, but maybe I save that. We can go ahead and scrap pretty much the rest of this except for, well, what's connecting it to the base, which is making this very scary. Now, you know, come to think of it, I'm doing all this hand mining of stone. This is a basic refinery. It can process ores. I am going to go up here real quick. And maybe en route. Actually, I'll do a quick check. What is in this? Oh, that actually is gold, I think. Hey! Okay, well, that'll be useful later. Yeah, let's get some of this iron. Because that's my main holdup, is just I don't have enough iron to be able to produce anything. All the other stuff I'm pretty good on. So probably one load of actual iron ore will give me anything I could need. At least in terms of getting that basic drill up. Once that basic drill is up, I mean, it won't do a ton, but it'll get me, hopefully, a regular supply of stone that I can use for all the basics. And start branching out into, you know, I guess building some sort of mining machine. Alright, chew on that for a while. Oh, will we make it? Yeah, 1K iron. That's what I'm talking about. That'll hopefully be enough for all of this. Including, potentially, I may just build a full drill. If I can swing the steel requirements. Now this will impact power, which isn't good. Though... okay, it's not caused a problem yet. Yeah, that may... okay, maybe it won't impact power. That may only be an issue if you build the grid. It may not detect subgrids. So let's put a drill in the works. But yeah, 180 steel. We don't need that 120. And let's build all the other bits. In fact, let's build the tubes first. I need 100 steel. I guess I should be able to remove these without an issue. This is getting a tad bit, tad bit not very well connected. Couldn't think of a more elegant way to describe this. Will this be... Ah, 20 plates short. Dang. Okay. Well, one more iron trip should get me that. Of course, me being a genius, I didn't build my mine where the marker is. Where is this hole? There it is. Go ahead and fix that. Okay, there we go. Just gonna connect all this stuff. Hopefully better. Let's get rid of this one first. Just a nice line. Then, yeah, that battery, and I know the O2H2 gen's connected. The battery is also connected. That's all connected in a nice line with the chair to that merge block. Now, we just get this and we are pretty much have a set base. Yeah, so it's not the prettiest thing in the world. It's pretty basic, but we have ourselves a base with the ability to get some ore. That drill, I should be able to push it down and gather enough that I can build another piston into it. And then from there, I can essentially just keep it going deeper and deeper until I don't care anymore, which should happen fairly reasonably quick. I don't know how long this series is going to go, but my guess is it's going to be a full-term deal. Because if nothing else, I need to build a spaceship that probably can fight. That's all coming for the future, but for now, thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to check out any of my other videos, subscribe if you want to see more, all that junk you're used to from YouTube. Until next week, bye-bye.